Gamings. It's your boy, Hash Info. We're starting the show off. Have to mop today. I didn't mop last night. It's closer to Friday now, so I'll just get her done. Thursday night, be ready for Friday morning, you know what I'm saying? These next couple days are really monumental. Really looking forward to seeing who's supporting the channel this week and / this weekend. I get told a lot people are going to be super chatting boatloads, and then I get $1.99. I don't know if maybe we should start setting a limit to what people, like if you're asking for something on the show, I think we're going to set a $50 minimum from now on. So anyone that wants to see a video gaming channel episode for the day, $50. That's the min. That doesn't mean you're going to game with me. That's extra hassle. Plus you could suck, and I don't need you dragging me down, right? I mean, if you want me to carry you in game, that's $500. Okay. Now, if you say you suck right out of the gate, and you don't waste my time, you already have an account. If you're already logged into your account, if you know how to log in and join somebody else's game, then it will be a $50 super chat in order to game with me. But if you don't know how to do those things, it's going to cost you more than that. I'm going to complain, and I guarantee you will probably never be seen on the channel again. Reason being is I need to move the stream along when I'm gaming so that the audience remains on my page, right? On my channel. So I can't have people holding up the stream being like, oh, just one more second, my mom's calling. If you live with your mom, you can't game with me, straight up. Sorry. Not sorry at all. How'd you even find the show? Did your mom send you the show? Wow! Really? Yo, good morning, homies. Make sure y'all hit that like button, share the video. We're going viral right now. I don't know if y'all know what that means, but it means somebody's about to become a millionaire live on YouTube. When I'm a millionaire, I will do a super chat giveaway of all my super chats I've gotten in the first year of my stream, which is actually a lot of money. Close to $3,000 I made in my first 5 months on YouTube. Super chats only. That's with YouTube taking their share. So what I'll do is I'll go back and we'll do like, oh, Dave super chatted me $17 from Europe. I'll send 17 Euro bucks to somebody in Europe, you know? It doesn't have to be a European. It could be a Canadian or American or someone from Yugoslavia. It doesn't have to be a European back to Europe. But I would like to see people from every country that super chatted being able to possibly give somebody else from their country a super chat, right? Like, it's not you. You can decide the fate of your super chats. You can say, hey, when you're rich, super chat somebody from Iceland. And I will. I will find a YouTuber from Iceland and I will super chat them. And if there are no YouTubers from Iceland, I will travel to my home territory, which is Iceland, and I will create streamers in Iceland. So you may see what I already know exists. Reykjavik, Iceland. I wish all the people of Iceland a happy day today. Everyone else, you can rock. Just kidding. Everybody in America, you can also have a good day. Canada, what's really going on, Canada? How do you guys get around voting for people who have good hair? And before that, what was up with voting for Harper? I don't even know. Harper never had good hair. He wore a cowboy hat like the ambiguously gay duo would. You know what I'm saying? Old Harper in the house, folks. Ambiguously Gay Duo was a comedy skit from, I don't know, Saturday Night Live or something like that. So if you have any complaints, go sue them. Because they're the huge network. It's an elite network that created the Ambiguously Gay Duo. Why is it only elites can make fun of things? But when one person who just has their own, small, what do you call these? This is called an IT, or what was it called back in the day? There was the independent films. Like, I'm an independent filmmaker. I rely on nobody for money. I take no money from anyone. And I shouldn't get any heat, right? I'm not racist. I don't have a mean bone in my body against any group of people on the face of the earth. I don't like churches, but it doesn't mean I hate them. I just don't go to church because I don't like what they stand for. I'm allowed to have my belief. That's it. I didn't say, oh, people who go to churches are... Well, I might have said that because did you hear what priests have been doing to small boys all over the globe? Did you hear about that? It's only been going on for about forever, right? So yeah, I don't like churches because churches were covering up all this for decades. Churches were found to cover this up. I used to go to church when I was a tiny kid, and then I realized how bad some of the people were that go to church. All the men were hurting the chicks I went to school with. They were all abusing the chicks in my class. All the grown men who went to church were abusing their children. Physical abuse and sexual abuse and absolutely anything in between. So I stopped going to church because, well, I was a kid when this happened, so I never went to church as an adult. I've never been in a church as an adult. And can you believe that? As an 18-year-old, I have never stepped foot in a church, and I'm almost 50.
So I just don't like the way that some people conduct themselves in this world, and then they want to beg for forgiveness from somebody they've never seen before, when you should be asking the person you hurt, the person you've harmed, for forgiveness. You should be begging them every day. I'm so sorry for what I did as an adult to them. You know? That they will never do that. Why? Because they're shameful. Like people who go to church, most of them, who repent their sins, if you think about it, are evil. Because rather than go say sorry to the person you hurt, you go tell someone in a wooden box that's never met the person, that'll never tell that person that you hurt how sorry you feel. Do you get what I just said? That's not life, folks. That's not how life works. If you hurt someone, it is your duty, your obligation to go and say sorry to them, to make amends with them. And if you've never done that, shame on you. Shame on you big time, yo. Don't come around here if you're a churchgoer that loves to repent their sins but has never apologized to the people you've hurt. That's shameful. That's why I don't go to church. Because all the mentality of the old men is exactly that. Oh, I'm a good man. I repented my sins last week after harming my children. That doesn't work like that, bud.
Right now we're just using the Scrub Daddy on our Vitamix for preparation for the smoothie we're about to have today. Protein shakes berry smoothie. We've lightened up on how much berries we use. We've lightened up on how much almond drink we use. Times are changing. Money is tight for everybody. And if you don't make these changes, one day you won't have food in your fridge. Making changes now will help you later. If you eat a lot of food now that costs a lot of money, stop. Stop. If you notice that you eat $60, $70 worth of food in one day, stop. Because that's a week's worth of food to somebody who can remotely cook. $60 or $70 to somebody who is a chef, they can last a month off that food. But you gotta learn how to make soups. You gotta learn how to eat dry lentils, beans, you know. Make your own bread, make your own cookies, right? And you can have a lot of nice, healthy nutrition. Make your own 24-pack of bran muffins. Do you know how much 24-pack of bran muffins costs? We made them for under $3 or $4, guaranteed under $3 or $4. 24 medium, to large-sized bran muffins are all ready to eat. We've eaten about 16 bran muffins. No, that can't be. We have this many left.
We have this. There's about 16 bran muffins left in there. Do you know how much it costs to make 24 bran muffins?
$3.50. $3.50, around there. Do you know how much it costs for one bran muffin at a bakery? $3 or $4. Maybe $2.50 if you're lucky for one. Now you times that by 24, and you end up with a big number that's called $115, $125. So I've spent $3 on 24 bran muffins, while some other people over the course of a couple months will spend over $100 on 24 bran muffins. Or close to, with taxes or whatever you're doing. Maybe it's $80 in bran muffins, right? I'm not sure if the math is good on my stuff there. I'd say it's $3.50 to $4 a bran muffin for one, right? Now you can go pick up a 6-pack of bran muffins for between $6, $7, and $8. So either way you're looking at it, you're spending about $3 for something that costs $40, right? And also, bran muffins are extremely healthy for you. They help you go to the washroom. We put some cranberries in there. It was like a handful of cranberries for 12 cents. You get a big bag of cranberries, dried cranberries, for $2, $3. You get a big old bag for 7 or 8, and then you only need like half of that is $3. You know what I mean? That bag will last 1 year. That bag will last 1 year. Then you buy a bag of raisins. We bought 2 bags of organic raisins. We have about a half bag left. We bought it last year. It expires in a year or something, 6, 8 months. So we'll have that bag finished way before its due date. I'm probably going to be in a few movies this summer.
And I don't want people too alarmed or shocked by what you see in the movies. I'm a hot dude. I'll be shirtless, pantsless, possibly gotchless. I'm doing porn, you know? I might do some porn as well. I haven't decided which avenues I'm going to go down, but it's most of them. I don't have any morals. No, I'm just kidding. I have tons of morals, but I don't have any regrets. Hashtag zero fox. That's FOX, by the way, YouTube. Zero fox. And I don't plan on starting to have any now, as I'm 44 years old, and I realize how evil most of the people are that I've ever known, right? I'm nothing like they are. And don't have any opinion on me, or I'll let you know how I really feel about you. You know what I'm saying? People out there with no life need to get one and stop worrying about other people with boss level skills. I look around and all I see is people that talk about other people while they have zero things going on in their own world, you know? Other people talk about other people while cheating on their wife every week is disgusting, you know? And I guarantee you, there's a lot of people doing it. Me? I'm giving men a bad name because I tell women what men are up to, right? And I love dudes, but I don't love dudes that way. And I love women way more. So, if you're a good woman being taken for a ride by an evil old man, I'm going to tell you about it. Because there's dudes out there that they live a life of, oh, I've never done anything. Oh, I'm so good. Oh, I go to church and do no wrong. Man, you know the dirty conniving that they talk? When their wife isn't around? Holy, disgusting. I don't want those people around me, you know? Disgusting. My dad cheated on my mom, and I saw how sad my mom was. It's not right. And it's not correct. All right, next we're going to, somewhere here I should have some of these. Perfect. This is the last one. Holy cow. I'll get some more out of the container after, but for now, let's start this beautiful oh man, this stuff reeks, bud. Alright, that's gonna be good for this squish. And I'm still dipping in. This is how I am. I'm like 3 Squisher McGee here. I can't get enough. You know what I'm saying? Ladies. So, we got that done. Let's see what's over here. This is some Incredible. So, literally, this is what it's called. Part of its name, it's called Effin' Incredible, but I don't usually talk about anything because there's so many copycats out there. If you go Google what copycats is, I should be checking this though. This stuff's so fire. And, really, we're down to the what I think is the last of it. I can't never really truly be too sure anymore. But man, this stuff reeks. It smells so good, so sweet. It's one of my faves, all-time faves. First time I sampled her was probably 2018, and then I've kept her in my stable ever since. She's been actually a front runner in my stable every single season, every season. So I never tried anything like this before. This is something either new age or one of them things that, you know how you never found a diamond before? Well, that's kind of how it is for me. I tried every one except for this variety. Do you get me? And as soon as I tried it, it blew my mind. I started telling people on stream, I was like, yo, this is different. This has characteristics of several, but this is a new age. This is a hybrid. And this goes down as one of the greatest of all time. Guaranteed. I doubt that I'm the creator. I could have stumbled across this. I doubt that I'm the creator. I think there's others, but to have the exact same one, very doubtful. This is one of those you need a cut type of thing in order to have this variety. There are there's similarities I have, but I don't talk about it because, well, what I do is very important, and I don't want other people to think that they're like on my level for half a second. So that's how we got to where we are today. I don't show my grows. I rarely talk about it. If I do a Pressing Matters, I barely give you a terp profile now. The reason is YouTube and a bunch of Karens got together and decided to make YouTube a way, way lamer place than it ever was before. I used to run the greatest grow shows of all time. That's how I got famous on YouTube. Everybody came from around the world. Didn't matter if you had 1 million subscribers about a growing channel or greenhouse channel. Nobody knows how to grow like me. And I taught people what I knew. Now, can you teach everybody everything? Of course not. So you learned what I let you learn. You understand? And you possess like a fraction, a fragment, literally a grain of sand of knowledge compared to me on these topics that I discuss daily. Sure, you want to go dabble down your route of how to get rid of bugs. You get a lot of bugs in your garden. I don't, right? I know how to deal with bugs as well, but if your whole problem is every time you got bugs, it's probably coming from an outside source. You probably got a clone from somebody that is lazy, right? That doesn't care, that this simply grows to grow. They don't grow for medicine, right? So if this is the case, then yuck, right? And it's hard to understand what the bugs do to your plants, right? But they damage the lineage. There is a genetic drift that's created with bugs. They dumb down your plants, period. And this is something a boatload of people don't get. But I've always said from seed is far better than clone. And the proof is in the pudding, folks. You can see here when they do a reset, clones come out, right? But then the clones breed, right? So clones breed and you're no longer left with a clone, you're left with a hybrid with genetic lineage of the DNA of the clone, right? Clones come from somewhere. They had to come from somewhere, someplace, something. So when you take that knowledge that I just told you and you apply it to plants, change it to plants, change it to mountainous terrain, change it to arid, desert-like places on Earth where plants grow, right? This gives you drainage. This gives you a lot of things that some plants can't handle. Dry back. Lots of plants can't handle the dry back like others, right? And you're like, oh, some of my plants don't do as good as others. Because your plant's lineage, the DNA, is still there. So what they call, there's a term called recessive genes, okay? So DNA has recessive DNA, genetic lineage in it, that can be pulled out under extreme conditions. Plants expression rather, happens when you have cold climate, when you have topsy-turvy conditions like hot, cold, wet, dry, wet, dry, wet, dry. You can have recessive genes be pulled out. They come out. They express themselves. The plant is expressing itself to try and live, right? So the old ancient ways of the plant, wherever lineage it comes from, mountainous terrains, arid desert-like region, rainforest, boreal forest, you name it. These are different climates or different environments, rather, that create different lineage. Now I'll go a step further, something I've never done before. Lineage can be, this is a word, I don't know the scientific term in genetics, but I'll explain it like this. If you have a male that tastes like Twizzlers, and you have that variety of male sits in a patch in a field with 66 varieties of lineage that has nothing to do, no terpene profile of Twizzler, no cherry, no strawberry, no raspberry, no anything in between that, bubblegum, nothing. What happens over 100 or 1,000 years of that male pollinating all 66 varieties, the majority of all plants in that field within 100 to 1,000 years, some range of number, will all express, the majority will all have cherry to Twizzler lineage, completely, almost entirely. Of course, they will have different characteristics structurally of the genetics they came from. Speaking of, we talk about lineage like we understand it. Sativa, I can have sativa traits come out in an indica, and I will not discuss how that happens, okay? And vice versa, but mostly sativa coming out in indica blows my mind. Because if you understood what a sativa, it's like the statistical profile of sativa is long and lanky, long and very, very painful flowering seasons. Nothing short about a sativa flower season, okay? Especially if you're a master grower, a boss, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, most of you ain't, so you're like, oh, I finished Steve's in 7 weeks, because you're a complete goof, that's why. Anybody that doesn't have a clue will just spout stuff without trying it, without knowing, right? Once you've done it and seen, you then know, right? Seeing is believing. This is something that most people you got for free on my show. You never had to do the 6 months, 8 months, or 2, 4, 17 years of research to have the answers that I put in your face in a half-hour video. So YouTube really royally screwed up. They decimated the ability of the planet to grow at a sufficient or efficient rate. They stalled out the planet's knowledge on growing. Now you have channels that wear sunglasses on stream, think they're cool because they have 70,000 subscribers, and they sell beans illegally to people all over the world that are herming right now, right? And I sit here trying to make ends meet with my food budget, while these people are buying brand new, this and that, and it's not cool what has happened here on YouTube. Nor will I ever feel pity for those that can't grow and have nothing in the future. You don't understand. You all make up YouTube. When you all don't show me love, it basically goes so far as to show me that you are all trolls. Every one of you that won't type in the chat, that won't say hi, that, I don't like people that say, oh, I watch your show all the time, but I've never seen you type in my chat box. And if you have, you haven't done it enough for me to want to say hi to you. Saying just hi in the chat is a loser move that I do to some people that do it to me, and I'm just like, after I say hi, usually I unsubscribe. I usually unsubscribe from channels that I find really just quite lame, boring, and have nothing going on. I just simply unsubscribe now because Well, I noticed something. YouTube has actually gone to shits. And I would like to help make it better, but YouTube is the problem, right? YouTube created a platform that allows reporting on such a level by trolls that they're like, oh, the AI is in control. It's like, well, who the fuck pays me? Does AI pay me? Or does some old man at Google pay me? And I know it's an old man. So, explain to me how how the AI bot has so much control over my channel. It makes no sense. I know most of you won't understand. You're not in my head to be on the. You basically don't understand because you don't know, right? And I'm trying to explain it, but it's hard because you don't do YouTube every day. You don't see the problems that persist entirely every single day on here. I'm the person that makes videos for people to watch. So I am literally the platform YouTube. That's what YouTube is. I'm not a YouTuber. I am YouTube. Do you get that? When you log on to YouTube, YouTube doesn't have a channel. YouTube is a place for you to go to watch my show. So technically when you log on to youtube.com, you're going to my show. Do you get that? So when YouTube collects all the money from the advertisers that my show makes, why do I get such a tiny amount of it? If YouTube should be taking 1%, seriously, of my money because I do all of the work. I don't know how it's a thing, man, but we have to reduce how much YouTube can take from creators. Because right now, I'm telling you, there are no creators that want to work for pennies a day. No creator wants to work for pennies a day. I don't care how easy y'all think this is. Number one, whatever you're doing for a living is probably a joke. A fucking joke compared to what I do in a day. So you're not on my level. 99.9, unless you're fighting fires, 17 fires a week, your profession is probably a joke. Saying that, oh, you work so hard. If you're sitting all day for your profession, you do not work so hard. A joke. People in mines right now are working with their bare hands, dragging big boulders across a gully, while you complain about your computer chair. Jokes. And again, remember that people who go to church often cover up evil for the church. So that's why I don't like church. Because they didn't admit their sins, they covered them up. And there's millions of people around the world who have been abused by priests. Priests shouldn't get paid any money. If you're a priest, you should get paid zero money. You should be able to go to the grocery store and get $100 worth of food every week for free. Once a week, you can't do it at every grocery store and then turn around selling it. I can only imagine if I was to do research on how many priests in Winnipeg are corrupt. I can only imagine how quickly I would find out the truth about all priests in Winnipeg. Too many priests are millionaires here in Winnipeg. That's just disgusting to me. Disgusting. So I think today under the Freedom of Information Act, I'll call a bunch of churches and find out how much priests make. How much does a preacher make at all these churches here in Winnipeg? And watch as these men of God do anything but act civil. Watch. It's quite funny what's out there, eh? But like I said, when you know, you fucking know. If Christianity is all about loving people, then why does George Bush and all these other presidents always shout out they're calling on Christians before they go to war? You can see the devil works
in churches. Just by that sentence alone.
A man of God should never take up arms. A man of God should never abuse a child. But yet men of God all over Canada have been caught diddling kids. So I ask you, do you go to church? Have you diddled kids? See what I did there? Birds of a feather flock and creep out together. I can only imagine the people that join churches because they have done something so awful that they have to consciously, in their sad pea brain, they think that by repenting their sins to a wooden box rather than the person they abused for 14 years, that this is a good avenue. Think about what I just said. Alright. So, when you know, you know. Just so much fire, bro. So much awesome, though. Okay. Trying to find some satchels for squishing here. You think it'd be easier than it is, but I found that. I'll definitely use that up. Let's see what else we got here. Some huge satchels here. The goods are here. Another one goes here. And some more. Okay. And then we got this, that, and the other. Wow. There's just a lot going on here right now, apparently. Oh, there's so much going on. Okay, so I am looking for. Oh, we found some. Oh, we found a bunch of herb garden seeds. That's awesome. We'll plant those right away. Couple days. I feel like they're in here. Turtles! We got a turtle here. A turtle and a neat one. Holy crap. Turtle. Pen, pencil. Now I'm wondering if I finish those bags and I have to open another 100 pack. I shouldn't have to. I had a 40 pack or something here somewhere I got from a company there. There's no way I went through 40 bags. Wonder where they are. That's a real. Oh man. I wonder where they are. Could just use that. I don't know. So, I've put them somewhere, I think. I found an orange in my jacket. We had an orange. So we'll eat this orange on the next live stream. Stay tuned. Thank you so much for tuning in. to this awesome video I made for you all to watch. You all need to wake up. You know, some of you aren't doing your fair share of supporting this channel or good channels anywhere on the internet. Do your fair share. Make sure you're actually being a supportive person. Don't expect others to just constantly doing stuff for you. You should be doing stuff for other people, you know? Ask yourself, like, do you love people? What have you done? What have you done for somebody else? Right? Well, the easiest way to have a good life is to ask yourself, what have you done for somebody else today? Have you really truly shown the people that love you the most, that care about you the most, how much you love them? I used to take my mom for, I used to make my mom dinner or stuff instead of taking her for a dinner. I would go out and buy all the groceries for a nice meal, and then for her birthday or something, I'd make her a nice dinner when I was a teenager. I would, just even on a Friday, she worked long hours. And I would, when she got home, you know, working a 10, 12-hour day, I'd have her dinner ready for her. And I'd go rent a movie or something, hang out with my ma. And then later on in the evening, you know, around 7, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, I'd head out for the rest of the night, come home like that the next afternoon, you know? But at least I would, I spent time with my mom. We watched movies and stuff, you know? There's some good kids. I know some good kids, but that like to hang out with their moms and family and stuff, but I don't know if a lot of people do. You should want to hang out with your families. Unless your families berate you all the time, then obviously I could see why. Nobody wants to be called fat all day. Nobody wants to be told, oh, you should be making more money than you are. Is that the burden and the stress that you want to put on your family? On your loved one? You don't think if your family member could, they'd be making more money? You don't think this world is pitted against some and given to others? I'm not the pushover some of you expected or wanted. And I know that's troublesome for you. There's a bunch of old women on here that are trolls too, I found. Found a bunch of pictures of trolly trolls. Trolls named Denise and Lori and Laura. Man, did we find some weird trolls out there. Just spend your entire day surfing the internet. Probably spend your entire day on Facebook checking out what your grade 6 boyfriend is up to now. Trolly trolls out there. Folks, don't be one of those people, eh? Lots of stalkers in this world. Facebook stalkers are everywhere. People with no life worry about people with no life. Right?
All right, we got that, dude.
And have our second cup of tea here. Staying hydrated as best we can. You already know. Oh, quick, somebody pulled my finger in the chat right now. No, don't do it. Don't pull it. Don't pull my finger. God damn. That could have ended very bad. For my wife on laundry day. That almost went very badly for my wife on laundry day, hey? Oh man, am I funny. Oh, I feel like having a bacon, lettuce, tomato, obviously vegan bacon, vegan tomatoes, and vegan lettuce. Man, I feel like having BLTs. Just give me a sec, I gotta use the washer. Big time. Big time. Where is my cell phone? I was gonna use it to chat with you. Not like, I'm going to start up another one here in a minute. Just a minute. Is this tea not ready? It's like pouring slower than an old man peas. Might have to descale my new mini compact Keurig. Actually, this isn't the mini. This is the iced coffee Keurig. The mini compact is downstairs. This is the brand new Keurig. It's the newest model of Keurig. Alright, give me a sec here. Hi, thanks. Yes, y'all. Put the Vest of Destiny back on here. And we're going to get into some pressing matters here in a moment. The cat is going, oh, you want treats? Okay. All right, we'll get you more treats. You just finished them, bud. Don't be like, yo, I've been... Okay. All right. Somebody's a big talker until they ain't. You know what I'm saying, everybody? Y'all know it's tight. Well, I'm feeling like pizza today. We might do a pizza kit tonight. I have green pepper, mushroom, pineapple, Kalamata olives, some onion. And then we've got some different things we'll add to that just to make it extra special. Today is, it's basically Pizza Fridays in, let's see, a bunch of hours, 14 hours, and 14 hours exactly, it's Pizza Fridays. So, I mean, really, I'll just be that guy that's ahead of the curve, you know, if I start early, right? So, I told my wife I made her lunches. I lied, but I didn't. It's just not put in her basket. I'll put it in her thing right now. We got this. I got a fork. I got her 2 bran muffins. And I think she's getting only 1 apple. I kind of asked her. I think she has a bran muffin and an apple left over. So I didn't think straight. No, I'm not. Alright, yo. I feel a little better about what just happened, but not immensely, but a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna give her a, I don't know, or how does someone rave about bran muffins and then just manage to only eat 1 tiny bran muffin? I've had 6 yesterday. I'll probably have another 6 today, and I gotta go on a bran muffin walk. I'll give her 1 more. No, I'm not doing anything extra special to it. Eat your food, man. So there's that, there's this, and salad. So we'll get her a salad. I don't know if she needs the sandwiches, to be real. I guess, yeah, she does. We just did the math. Sandwiches coming right up. And the sandwich is super easy to make. I just literally have to put peanut butter on bread. The jam spreads itself. It's just a matter of Easter egg hunting, finding the bread. I found it. And the peanut butter is right here. So we're good to go. You open these 2 things, grab a sheet of paper towel. Place your wedges of goodness upon it. Like so. thrust and move, ladies. There better not be any ladies in the chat thrusting, okay? I don't like ladies who are thrusters. Thrusting will not be tolerated, ladies. There will be zero thrusting of your uterus in the chat, ladies. Do you hear me? Oh, we've made a major faux pas. We've spread the penis butter before we spread the jam. The jam is supposed to... Oh, my wife's going to complain about these Sammys. I got to spread it thin? Oh, perfect. Oh, use a fork, not a butter knife. Wow. The tech with the fork is extra special with this one. Let's get a little more going. Oh, this one will spread nicer. Wish I could say the same about my wife. What? Alright, let's see. Over here. Alright. And, wait for it. Ladies and gentlemen. Okay. The perfect amount of jam has gone down. Man, I'm hungry. This is making me hungry. I'm going to have the leftover ends of the rye, marble Russian rye. I'm going to have that. No, I can't stray from my liquid diet. I have to have a protein shake. Today I'm going outside, so hopefully you all will join me for my outside streams we do today. I'm not sure exactly what time. I just know it's happening. It's not warm enough yet. I'm in Winnipeg, so the polar bears are still having fires. Once the fires die down in the polar bears fire pit there, I'll head out. When they stop throwing logs in the fire pit, when the polar bears stop hammering logs into the pit, I'll go out there. But right now, they're still hammering them. Okay, we've cut the bread, which is kind of spongy and elasticity. It's the gluten in the bread. Goes straight to your ass. We've cut the bread with a fork, which is a boss move. That raspberry jam is so good. You'd swear it's strawberry. So, we meet again. Sexy, sexy dude in the reflection. Sexy man in the reflection. We meet again. Sexy, sexy man in the reflection in the glass door of the microwave. Oh, you are hot. Why are you mimicking what I am saying to you? How are you doing it exactly? Oh my God, there's a dude at my house right now just mimicking. He's so hot. He's mimicking everything I'm saying. Birds, clouds, fish, puss, boobs, vagina, vagina, vagina. This guy's amazing. I've never seen some. Vagina, vagina. This guy's awesome. Holy crow, this guy is very good at that game. Vagina. This guy is on point. Vagina. Wow, this guy. Vagina. How many fingers? 2-finger vagina. I don't know, man. If I don't get famous, you all are going to be very miserable. I'll tell you straight fucking up, yo. Straight fucking up. By far the hottest dude on YouTube. By far the hottest dude ever on radio. Never been there, but I will. I'll glance on radio just for a heartbeat. You know? There's a few stations, man. There's a redneck station. I told this chick off on the radio one time. She was promoting the Calgary Stampede or something like that. Man, did I tell her right off on the radio, bro. Oh! She was so super rednecky, eh? Didn't give a flying about horses or nothing. So I told her, I said, karma's gonna get you. Horse face, and I hung up. Oh, I'm hilarious, dude. It was Power 97. Winnipeg's most redneck rock station. I grew up listening to it, but then it went to shit. Big time. She went to shit, bro. I'll see you next time, homies.